And then the semifinals and the championship games are next week inside U.S. Bank Stadium. So this week I will be at Farmington one night. I'll be at Chisago Lakes another night. I'll be at St. Cloud State another night. And the girls and boys state soccer tournaments, we may have to bundle up a little bit for these quarterfinal games, but fun time of year for soccer. So good luck to everybody there.
And football postseason begins.
Yeah, we are now in the postseason for football. Volleyball, we're rolling in the sections already, and cross-country sections are this week, so there's a lot going on. But section playoffs Tuesday night in football this week, and everything except Class 6A. They begin their postseason Friday. They have a different kind of a format. There's only 31 teams in 6A, so it's one big bracket. And 6A schools, which are all in the metro, so they start Friday night. Everybody else will play Tuesday, although there are some number one seeds with byes. Second round of the non-6A sections on Saturday. Section championship games a week later. And this comes up every year. And my former paper, your current paper, the Star Tribune, had a story here on Tuesday about all the football games in a condensed time. Some of these teams are playing 3 games in 12 days with MEA Wednesday, then the following Tuesday, and then the same Saturday. And I've had some coaches ask me, and a couple of coaches who didn't grow up in Minnesota and haven't been here this very long, why do we do that, in these safety-conscious times? And that's a great question. And this I don't know if this is a safety thing as much as a numbers team, but we had one team has already forfeited its first-round playoff game in 9-man. Lyle Pacelli down south. They were scheduled to play Spring Grove, which is a top-ranked team in 9-man. And Lyle Pacelli just doesn't have enough healthy kids, so they went ahead and forfeited there. But it's a great question. I don't know if this is a change that's coming. It would have to start with the Football Coaches Association. We've talked about this before. The most important groups that can make changes like this are the Coaches Association in whatever sport it is. And I don't think they're all on the same page here. But I've told these coaches who came from other states, I said, when I came to Minnesota way back when, I grew up in Iowa, I worked in Arizona, and I came here, was working at the Star Tribune on the sports desk. Somebody explained to me the high school football playoffs. Basically, everybody gets into the playoffs. I thought that was the goofiest thing ever, and I still think there's a certain goofiness factor to it. It's tradition. That's the way it's been for a long time, but that doesn't mean it's the best possible way to do this. So we'll see what happens. Nothing's going to change right away, but it's a good topic, especially when we're worried about safety with football and other activities. But good luck to everybody in the section football playoffs.
Reminder to our listeners to this show and all the shows across the talknorth.com podcast network. Please download before you listen. It guarantees an uninterrupted listening experience. It's also better for us. If you'd like to advertise with this program or any of the shows across the platform, you can reach me at jsouhan47@gmail.com. Thanks to producer Brandon Morton. And a reminder, bitesquad.com this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Use the promo code Vikings2018. You'll get $10 off your order. Any other time you want to, if you're new to bitesquad.com, you can use the promo code TALKNORTH, one word, uppercase, and you will get your first delivery free. I see you're wearing your Hamilton shirt. I just saw Hamilton on Broadway.
Yes, you did.
It was fantastic.
Isn't it great?
It's amazing.
It's. I've got the soundtrack, on Spotify on my phone. It's unbelievable. Yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah.
And awkward transition from Hamilton to public radio updates.
Yeah, I put this on Twitter. I have been invited by Minnesota Public Radio. I don't want to compete against our own podcast, but after the election, they don't want me mucking up the election, I'm sure, with talk about salad at the Kaiserhof, but I'm going to become kind of a very minor weekend correspondent. They're going to have me on for not even 5-minute segments talking about these kinds of things that we talk about. They think it's valuable stuff. That's kind of good to hear that somebody at Minnesota Public Radio on their weekend crew, they talked about trying to beef up with more stuff that would be of interest to statewide listeners. So we'll be starting that after the election if we all survive the election. And I can't tell you any more.
They could also just buy the show.
What's that?
They could buy the show. They have quality programming.
I'll talk to I'll have my people talk to their people.
There you go.
There you go. But I'm excited about that. I'll have to clean up my act, and we may have segments on cheese, pretzels, and salads. But
well
we'll
please
see what
do not clean up your act for this podcast. My favorite thing about podcasts is we can all be sloppy. That's
Absolutely. Super
goal.
sloppy, right up my alley.
Well, congratulations for that. That's cool. You work hard and you deserve that kind of recognition. Snapchat takeover, how's that going right now?
It's going great.
I've noticed a lot of it on social media lately.
Yeah, if you're on Snapchat, mshsl-1. I'm not a Snapchatter, but I mean, we probably talked about this before. A few years ago now, after I created the MSHSL Instagram account, which on the heels of Twitter and Facebook, I'd heard about Snapchat and Pinterest. So I created MSHSL Snapchat and Pinterest accounts, and they were idle for a long time. The Pinterest has never been touched, but if we want to use it for whatever reason, we can. But the Snapchat account, that's the way to get in touch with high school kids. So basically, I turn it over to different students from a specific high school every week. Lindsay Otterson, a senior at St. Charles, did it one day last week. Great stuff from Lindsay. This week it'll be Thursday is the day. Students from Maple Lake High School, a couple of senior girls, multi-sport athletes, Gracie Elsenpetter and Ava Mergen, they're going to do it this Thursday. I think they're both cross-country kids. They're going to do it from their section cross-country meet after school. But if you haven't seen this, basically I tell the kids, take us through a day at your school. Show us what's happening. And they post videos and photos and they interview people. It's really a neat peek into what goes on at our high schools. And thanks to all these kids and administrators for volunteering their services.
Excellent. Let's talk about the TV guy of the week, the band of the week, the official of the week, and the school of the week.
There you go. TV Guy of the Week, Chad Corey is a guy I don't know real well, but I see him at a lot of events. He's a photographer from KAAL TV in Rochester. Great guy, works really hard. He's all over that part of the state. He's had some health issues. He's had kidney issues. The good news is the Mayo Clinic has him on the list for a kidney transplant, so it's a matter of time. So he was down at the Casson gym when the Stewartville volleyball team came to town. He was working. He looked good. He was telling me, he's had kidney issues since I think he said he was 13 years old. He's just grateful that he's on the list. It's a matter of time till he gets a new kidney. And go Chad, we're all on your team, and we're hoping for great news. I don't need to see that new kidney, but I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Best of luck to him. Band of the week.
Band of the week. This is back to Casson Manorville. Tony Bolt is their band director. Young guy, just fantastic. And it's just so much fun to be in a gym that's packed as the teams are warming up. You know, there's that tension because this is number one versus number two. There's excitement. There's not enough seats for everybody, and you got just a great band playing great music. So, way to go, Casson Manorville Comet Band. That was really a big part of that fun evening down there.
Official of the week.
Yeah, this is kind of a tweet of the week too. It's from my buddy Lonnie Morkin. He's the volleyball coach down south at Mabel Canton. Tweeted to me. It's one of the many thank a ref tweets I see. The message was two of the best. Todd Stellmaker and Henry Girth were officiating volleyball that night at Mabel Canton. And he wrote, we're honored to have Henry work his last match ever after 45 years as a high school volleyball referee. So Henry, he lives in Winona. He's a legend down there as an official. Thanks to Henry and all of our officials. And that kind of also leads into, hey, young people, think about becoming officials. If you're in college, even in high school, we can get you set up. Go to the High School League website. You can click on there. You fill out a little form. Somebody will be in touch with you. You can make some money on the side. You can have a lot of fun, stay connected to your sports, and maybe after 45 years, you can retire like Henry. Thanks to all our officials.
School of the week.
Okay, Red Rock Central, Southwest Minnesota in Lamberton. I've been there. It's a great school. I have friends down there. They had a big celebration during an assembly. They are the only secondary school in Minnesota to be named a National Blue Ribbon Award winner from the U.S. Department of Education. This is a high school of 122 students, and I couldn't tell you what all the requirements are to be named a blue ribbon school. But I know when I go to schools, you see these awards, and I don't see a lot of them. A big banner hanging in the entrance or somewhere, maybe in the gym. You know, National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence. So way to go, Red Rock Central. That says a lot about people in Lamberton and the area to have a great school like that and to be recognized nationally, and really fun stuff. So congratulations.
Excellent. Any final thoughts for Joe? Well, I'll give you a chance to think of final thoughts while I thank gourmetparlorpizza.com. Again, great pizza. It might be in a grocery store near you, and you can always contact them at gourmetparlorpizza.com to have them send you pizzas for your fundraisers. We highly recommend doing so. And again, Bite Squad codes this weekend, just Saturday and Sunday, based around the Vikings playing the Saints. Use Vikings 2018 to get $10 off your order, or any other time if you're using bitesquad.com for the first time, you can get free delivery by using Talk North as your promo code. Final thought, John.
My final thought is honk if you see me on the road, because I'm at these tournaments, tennis and soccer this week. I'll be at football games Friday and Saturday, some to be decided, but it's a fun time of year, Jim.
Well, and I know you enjoy it, and your enthusiasm shows through in your work. Check out John's journal at mshsl.org, and always check back at talknorth.com. Follow us on social media, or subscribe to iTunes or your favorite podcast app. Catch all the shows, and it's going to be an interesting month. It's going to be an interesting year.
Absolutely, it always is.
You just want to provide the best service you can, and you know marketing is vital to build your business, but it's also overwhelming and confusing. Successful Marketing Group is passionately committed to businesses, helping them get found, get customers, and build dreams. Successful Marketing Group understands your problems and truly wants to help you be successful, providing digital marketing packages with proven results. Go to successfulmarketinggroup.com/Cheryl Reeve for a free 45-minute audit and action plan. That's successfulmarketinggroup.com/Cheryl Reeve.